Good morning. Welcome to your Monday, November 12th, 10 a.m. weather briefing. Yesterday across the region we had below average temperatures throughout much of the area. Richmond was the warmest at 50 degrees here. Wallops got to a high of 49 degrees. Normally for this time of year we're in the upper 50s. Then overnight last night, a very cold night. Salisbury and Baltimore were the coldest spots at 28 degrees here at Wallops. We got down to a low of 31 degrees, which is about 10 degrees below average. No precipitation across the region yesterday, and currently we do have a good amount of cloudiness across the area, mostly cloudy down in the Tidewater region. Here at Wallops, 46 degrees under cloudy skies as of 9 a.m. Our upper air sounding from this morning showing easterly winds at 8 knots at the 1,000-foot level, and then shifting more southerly to eventually westerly as we go up through the atmosphere. And we have our wind max right now at the 25,000-foot level at 77 knots out of the west, with the freezing level currently at 7,500 feet. Across the local area, and we do have a lot of mid-level cloudiness streaming across the area, and those clouds are expected to continue throughout the day today, and expecting some lower level Q to begin to develop as we go throughout the morning, as we'll have a warm front that'll begin to approach and move through our area later this afternoon, as we'll expect to see some shower activity enter our region after 4 p.m. this afternoon and continue into this evening. And again, this is all associated with some southeastern storm that's beginning to develop, as we have two pieces of energy right now that are in play. One that's going to be diving down into the Great Lakes region, and another one, some southern stream energy across the southern portions of the United States. This southern stream will actually hold back a bit as the northern stream dives into the Great Lakes region, and some pieces of energy will actually eject and help to form an area of low pressure across the southeastern United States, and then eventually move across our area later this evening during the overnight hours, which will be providing us with chances for some moderate to heavy rainfall, especially later this evening and during the overnight hours. Just giving you a taste of what we're looking at in terms of the upper level energy. This is the GFS 6Z model run from this morning. As you can see, the two pieces of energy diving down to the Great Lakes region, and another that's holding back into the southern United States. And we're starting to see some energy ejecting into the southeastern United States, which will help to form this area of low pressure, which will eventually track over the Wallops region later this afternoon and into this tomorrow morning. Beforehand, however, we'll have a boundary that'll be, you could call it a warm front, that'll be moving across the area, which will be providing us with some light showers after 4 p.m. this afternoon. And then once that low pressure system begins to really develop and move over our area, we'll start to see the moderate to heavy rainfall begin to enter our region, especially as the lower level jet really begins to intensify over the local area. Looking at the PM model, the model planners for this afternoon, you can see the model chart showing the surface features that I was just talking about. We'll start to see some light shower activity move across our areas with a warm front that'll be moving through the area. And then overnight, low pressure system begins to deepen and move across our area, providing us with some potential for some heavy rainfall around midnight and just after midnight as well. And then by tomorrow morning, this low, by daybreak tomorrow morning, the low will actually be a little bit farther offshore, it looks like, and some of the shower activity will begin to decrease. Should just start to see some light shower activity remaining across the area. It will drag a weak cold front across the area tomorrow morning, but the main front will be progressing through our area late tomorrow. But in between these two systems, we'll have some scattered showers continuing throughout the day tomorrow, and just some slightly breezy conditions as well as we head throughout the day tomorrow, with just some scattered showers. And then for Wednesday, behind the departing cold front, we'll have high pressure building into the northeastern United States. And then our eyes will turn to the southeastern United States, as we'll start to see another system begin to develop, as that upper level energy that was hanging back over the southern United States begins to eject. And this could have some potential impacts for us heading into Thursday morning's launch attempt for NG-10. So as we look at the next 24 hours, should remain dry here until about 4 p.m. Winds picking up out of the east right now at about 5 to 10 knots, eventually shifting more southeasterly this morning. Then they'll expect to increase by about 1 to 2 p.m. this afternoon, southeasterly at 8 to 13 knots, with temperatures today maxing out around 56 degrees during the daytime. However, we'll see a slight drop in our temperatures once it begins to rain, but then those temperatures will actually begin to rebound into the upper 50s just before midnight, expecting a high of around 58 degrees right before we hit midnight. Winds will also be picking up out of the southeast further as we get to closer to midnight, southeasterly at 9 to 14 knots, gusting to 19 knots. And then we'll have the lower level jet really beginning to crank up over our area, which could potentially lead to some heavier rainfall right before midnight. Looks like it'll start after 10 p.m. And then as we head into early Tuesday morning, heavy rainfall potential is likely with just a slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm, only about a 10% chance. But winds really beginning to pick up as we, some of these heavy rainfall areas, we could see some high winds mixing down and could see wind gusts up around 25 knots tomorrow morning just after midnight and continuing past 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then as we get closer to 6 a.m., those showers should begin to taper off to more light in nature and more scattered, as well as that area of low pressure begins to pull farther offshore, and could even see some periods of dry conditions tomorrow morning, but we'll be in and out of scattered showers, it looks like, as we go throughout the day tomorrow, as we'll be in between systems with the low pressure system moving offshore and another cold front that will be expected to drag through the area. So for tomorrow, expecting overcast and slightly breezy conditions with some scattered showers. We'll have a morning high of 64 degrees and then temperatures dropping down into the mid-50s as we get into the afternoon time frame. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy early with a slight chance of a lingering shower. We'll have some slightly breezy winds as well, becoming partly cloudy and cooler with a low of 37 degrees. And then for Wednesday, partly cloudy, slightly breezy and cooler with a high of 47 degrees with high pressure overhead. So we look at Thursday. Model trends are all over the place in terms of the timing of the system that will be moving out of the southeastern United States. Some of them want to move the precipitation much earlier during the count of NG10. Others hold that rainfall off to just after the expected launch of NG10, which is around 4:50 in the morning, Thursday morning. And then right now we're projecting that the launch forecast will be coming out here shortly, but we do have the scenario where we could see some light shower activity moving into our area right around the expected launch time. So while it's still up in the air in terms of timing, it's definitely a concern for us as we get closer to the launch window. Hopefully, as we progress throughout the next day or so, those models become more in line and we'll be able to iron out better timing of the potential impacts from the system that will be moving out of the southeastern United States. But all hope is not lost yet, as the timing's still up in the air. But right now, looking like it could hold off until just after the launch window, but definitely keeping an eye on that one. The system will be impacting our area throughout the day on Thursday, with areas of heavy rainfall throughout the day. And then as we head into Friday morning, the low pressure system will actually begin to depart the area, but we'll have high winds across the area. You could have some lingering showers early Friday morning, and a good amount of cloudiness over the region as well. So a potential backup day looks pretty bad for us Friday morning. And then Saturday we'll have high pressure building into the area. It looks like actually some fairly pleasant conditions for us Saturday morning and during the day as well. Low temperatures in the upper 30s with a high of 55 degrees on Saturday. And then on Sunday, there's a potential that we could see a clipper system move just to our north, which could possibly bring us some light scattered showers for us during the day on Sunday. It doesn't look likely at this time, but we'll just have to keep an eye on that one as well, with the potential of that system moving just to our north. Well, that'll conclude the 10 a.m. weather briefing for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning for your daily operations weather briefing at 8:15. Have a great day.